though? Man, welcome to the We Outside, man. This is your guy, Monte Mills. Welcome to the We Outside show, man. It's a Thursday, beautiful Thursday. It's currently 37 degrees. It's top of the hour. It's 8:06 p.m. Before we get the show started, my name is Delonte Mills. We got a special guest in the building here with us today. We got Blaque Geminii. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, brother. Welcome to the studio, man. Welcome in. Thanks for everybody that's tuning in wherever you listen to around the world. I do appreciate you. Like I said, Hot 93.97 presents the We Outside show. Before we get started, today's show is sponsored by Kinky Coils. Kinky Coils, where you can find all your hair growth and hair oil needs. So you can reach out to them at Omega, at Omega again, Kinky_Coils on Instagram or all sites. Like I said, she'll get you together, get your hair together, and just let them know that I sent you. You can use the checkout code Mr.Outside, all capital letters, no spaces in between. So before we get I always fuck up shit. It'd be like that. Before we get our show started today, just a couple of things. We have our New Year's Eve ball. Dinner starts at 8:30. Statham Nightlife, 77 South Main Street. So get your tickets. They're on sale. They're on Eventbrite. You can get with me, Princess, any of the other guys. Tap in with that. And shout out to that guy Atlas. They actually have their party this Friday at Statham Nightlife, so you guys can check into that as well. And after that, tonight we got R&B Thursdays, same place, Statham Nightlife. Come check out the Speakeasy. I don't know if they got food tonight, but they got drink specials, the Power Hour, Green Tea Tower, the Lemon Drop Tower. Just tap in with them. I don't know what type of crowd gonna be there tonight, but I'm definitely gonna be tapping in with them. So man, thank you for coming out, man. I appreciate you coming in today.
Thank you for having me.
No problem, man. I appreciate y'all reaching out to us.
Of course, man. It's all love.
Definitely. So, man, before we get into it, man, just tell us where you from.
Oh, I'm from Mount Clemens, man. Representing Mount Clemens, representing Detroit, man. All of Michigan, but raised in Mount Clemens. Grew up in many different places. So, it's your boy Blaque Geminii. I'm an artist, father, lover, all that, man.
Okay.
All that.
I'm not gonna hold you up. I did know there's a lot of black people that grew up in Mount Clemens.
Yes, sir.
I did not know that. I've been to Mount Clemens a couple times.
Oh no, it's a lot of it's a lot of us out there.
Is it? My guy said there's a little crowd out there. We trying to get them to pop out. So.
Oh yeah, and that's what I'm trying to represent. I'm trying to bring that more to the forefront because Mount Clemens is so small. Like everybody knows everybody's cousins with somebody. Like,
okay.
I got a million cousins in Mount Clemens for sure. For sure.
That's funny. So I got a million cousins out there.
I do, man. I got a million cousins out there, man. So I bet you by the time this is over with, about 5 cousins gonna hit me up. Like, I saw you. Keep it up. And they all from Mount Clemens, man.
That's funny, man. It should be like that, man. Support is big, especially in small areas. Like, you always need support. No matter what you do. I always tell people, like, man, stop being weird. Just support your people. Be happy for what other people got going on.
Yeah, support is free. It don't cost nothing to show no love, man.
No, listen. All it takes is, I always tell people, it just take now with social media. Just take one post.
That's it.
It take one post for somebody to see something, a friend of a friend of a friend. That's all it takes.
No doubt.
And I'm super big on just looking out for your woes. It's real,
man. You gotta show love, man. Like you said.
So you went to high school out there?
No, I actually went to high school out here. I went to high school in Utica.
Okay.
I went to Utica Ford all 4 years, and my mom was just like, she went to Mount Clemens high school, and then she was like, that's where I wanted to go, and she was like, I don't want you there because Mount Clemens had changed, the dynamics had changed, so she's like, I don't really want you going to that school. I want to put you somewhere different. So she ended up just placing, and that was kind of like a gift and a curse. It was a curse because like I was missing all my people. You know how it is when you're young. You're like, damn, I'm missing all my friends. You know what I'm saying?
You want to be with who you with.
Yeah, you want to be with who you with. But then it was a gift because I got to like meet different walks of life, and then in turn, like that just helped me into my adulthood be like, all right, like things are different. I can still be unapologetically me, but still know how to keep a balance in the real world. You know what I mean? So there's still much love for where I'm from because I'm holding the Clem down tremendously. But like that was just one of those things, man. But I wish I could have went there, but I didn't. So I don't even know how it would have played out if I did with the Mount Clemens High School. But I know everybody out there. Much love to the Clem.
You gotta get them to come out there, man.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Networking event out there, man. Do that. It's
for sure.
It's definitely room. There's definitely room to do stuff out here. I'm big on sharing floors, sharing spaces.
You're one of the few, man. A lot of people you can tell in their actions and how they move, like if they really showing love. Like you showing love, you know what I'm saying? I can tell it's genuine, but it's places where I've been in and sure.
So normally here, like before I get to the interview stuff,
Okay.
man, I left my liquor. It's okay. Do it next time. Come back.
I'll come
So
back.
normally, how we start this, man, have a couple of shots. Nothing crazy. Just had a couple of crazy little shots. They you don't get to pick though what you gonna take.
What?
Yeah, they in the bag. You just gotta whatever come out the bag. You gotta take.
Oh, yeah,
so we did last week, and the guy had like it was nasty, like butterscotch, green apple. It's all type of stuff. All type of stuff. Hey, it'd be cool, man. It just kind of break. You know what I'm saying? Break the ice when we got different people come in here. Some people get. It's crazy, man. A lot of people get nervous. You know what I'm saying? Doing just talking public speaking is. It's crazy. I was reading that public speaking is one of the hardest things for a lot of people to do.
No, it is.
It is.
Yeah, shout out to the princess. Shout out to the princess, man. Like we actually met in public speaking, like a speech class.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, for sure. And that was like the favorite class, like right there, because we had to do like sit in front of the camera, do stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was trying to go to school for anyway. Was like mass communication. So
that's dope.
I love it.
Yeah, that's dope. I met Princess 3 days before my wedding because my DJ for my wedding actually somebody broke in his house and stole all his equipment.
Oh, that's punk.
Yeah, so it really is like 2 days before my wedding, and I was here. I ended up meeting somebody, put me on Princess. She ended up coming to do my wedding.
Okay.
Like 2 days later, real short
Fire.
notice. You know what I'm saying? Okay, man, we got super cool. You know what I'm saying? Jumped into this.
Okay.
Now I'm just here. Now it's just me. You know what I'm saying? So that's my dog. I rock with Pete along way. That
real.
Whatever she need, I'm there. That's why I got you.
That's the homie right there.
No, for sure.
That's the homie.
A real big homie for me. I'll be like, hey, can't nobody even badmouth her in front of me. I'm like, what? Huh?
No, flat out.
You know what I'm saying?
Flat
Like,
out, yeah.
Ain't no slacking on that area. But yeah, man. So I got a couple questions for you.
Okay.
Yeah, man, you gotta come back for a show too, man. So I, definitely let her have y'all come back to. So we do topics.
Okay.
So we get into whatever.
That's cool.
Only thing we don't talk about is politics and gender. I just
stay away from it.
Stay away from it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. I stay away from those topics. It's just I let people be whoever they want to be and let them vote for whoever they want to vote for. But everything else is on the flow. We had some good dialogue. Sometimes it get a little ratchet. We got to put people out.
Straight up. Y'all putting people out there?
Oh, yeah, man. I had some girls here. They was fucked up doing whippets. And actually, I just had a girl text me today. Weirdo shit. Actually, like she was coming back. She was like, oh, I can't believe you posted that video on the internet of me. And I'm like, what? My purse is wide open. who the fuck was who on that video looking in your purse?
Yeah, you should
Like,
you should know. You should know better.
Like the scammer's good, but they ain't that damn good.
On,
like it was nothing in the purse. It was just the purse. It was just like you tripping.
You know how
So,
it is. People see themselves on camera and just
they lose.
Yeah, they lose it. They lose it when they see it running back. Oh, why was I looking like that?
They definitely lose their mind. So before we get started, today's interview is actually sponsored by Karaoke Crush. Karaoke Crush is a karaoke entertainment service that you can reach out to. They'll come out and host any type of party that you have. They'll host your karaoke events at your church, at your mama house, at a funeral home if you need them. They'll come out and do anything. So reach out to Michelle Sunny Day. You can find her on Instagram and all of the platforms at Karaoke Crush. That's Crush with a K, not with a C. No underscores. So go ahead, tap in with them. They actually have a live Santa Claus show tomorrow, and they'll be giving out free shots and free pre-rolls to the first few people that come in. I'm hoping I'm not making y'all give out stuff that y'all ain't say, but that's what I remembered on the flyer. So that's what we're rolling with. And if not, you can get some pre-rolls from me then. So fuck it. It is what it is. And if you out there and listen and you have a pre-roll and you work with a dispensary, reach out to us. In the summertime, we do our shows outside. We go to dispensaries, we go to bars, we go to clubs. You got that, tap in with us. We'll market for you. We'll do the whole shebang. So just reach out to us at weoutside@gmail.com. We'll get into it.
That's fair.
Yeah, for sure. So, a lot of people got like a lot of naive type questions, stuff like that. I got like a lot written down, but I got like a section that I kind of stick with.
For sure.
To just kind of get into it. So did you play instruments in high school?
No, I used to play instruments, man, but I got lazy. I ain't even gonna hold you up. Like my mom's got me into like piano. I played piano for a while, and I played the saxophone for a while. And I just pure lazy. I was like, I don't want to learn this. You know what I'm saying? And they were saying like, it was wild. My instructor was like, "Well, you have the cheeks for a tuba." And I was like, I don't even know. At the young, immature age, I was like, what does that even mean?
I don't want to play.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? So, no, I didn't. I just got lazy. But, like, I've always been a fan of music, always loved music. So, I'm like, I can't play it. But now, as I'm an artist and an entertainer, like, I kind of use those same elements. Like, a lot of my music, you might hear a lot of pianos, saxophones. So, it's weird because I don't play it, but I still need it. Like, still need you, even though I can't play it. It'd been dope if I still played it because I just would have played it myself. You know what I mean?
So what made you get into, rap music, or do you consider yourself a rap, or what genre do you place yourself in before I get to the other question? What genre of rap do you consider yours?
I would say alternative because my music is not your everyday. Like I was talking to somebody and they were like, I can listen to your music at 3 a.m. Like you make the type of like 3 a.m. windows down, or you might have got into it with your baby mama and you like, I don't want to hear no ratchet shit, but I don't want to hear no super conscious stuff either. Like I'm like right in the middle. Like I can make those type of records, but as far as an artist, like it's like kind of alternative a little bit, but still in the general, like, you know what I'm saying, general music, like commercialized music, I guess. So like, yeah, I would say rap. I would say I would put myself in a rap category.
That's dope. Yeah, I'm actually off the murder music right now, taking like a
take a break.
Definitely taking a break. I'm on some country right now. I'm listening to Jessie Murphy. Yeah, I'm listening to Jessie Murphy right now. She makes trap country.
Never heard of trap country.
Fire.
You got to put me on, like
fire.
Yeah, you got
somebody else put me on it. And I'm like, okay, this is.
Okay.
I like it. I've been listening to Jelly Roll, her, and another guy. Jelly Roll was actually just here in Flint. Shout out to Jelly Roll. He was at the prison handing out the graduation certificates. Guys graduated high school out the prison.
Okay.
So super fire. I don't know if he's from here or not. He just do a lot of work in the city.
Okay.
Which is really cool. So no instruments. So I'm gonna slide through my instrumental questions.
Okay. Yeah.
I got a lot. I be having a lot of like already pre-prepared questions because sometimes I just like to pick people's mind. That's to find out. You know what I'm saying? So. Do you consider yourself more of a Biggie fan or a Pac fan?
Oh, that's a good question. Right. As far as like just in general?
We can go lyricist.
Oh man, you kind of stinging me with this one. I love Pac.
Okay.
I love Pac, don't get me wrong, but I feel like Biggie just had more. I can relate to his flow more. Like if I look at my like how I present my lyrics, I present it more in a Biggie fashion, like how his cadence, how he might, you know what I'm saying. If I had to base it off, I would have to go Biggie because it's just something about that, especially us, like dark skinned brothers. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like for a minute, we wasn't getting that much love.
Yeah.
Now in these times, we getting a lot of love. So it's like at that time, I was like, all right, like yeah, Biggie. So I had to go Biggie, I guess.
So, what's your creative process? Like while you're creating music?
All right. Usually I gotta smoke. I'm a stoner, so
Okay.
like that's usually what I'll do is like I'll smoke and kind of just see what vibe, and I'll start going through beat packs or instrumentals,
Mm.
here there, and I'll go and whatever kind of hits. I might be talking about something that you ain't thinking about. I might be talking about sex. I might be talking
Okay.
about like a metaphoric something about whatever. But
Yeah.
like if it's a harder beat, now I'm talking like all right, I got to make this turn up. And
Facts.
usually it's weird since I've been doing music for so long. I can usually catch like, oh, the hook goes 1st,
Mhm.
or I'll go, nah, I'm gonna start here with the verse, and then I'm gonna bring it into a hook. And then some songs, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do hook, verse, hook, bridge. You know what I mean? And then once I get that down, I keep on going over it till I'm sick of it, low
Mm.
key. Like,
So, is it hard picking like? Is it hard picking what songs you want to? Because I was, looking over some new stuff. So, like, is it hard picking like what songs you really want to put out there, or like what songs you really want to push, or is it like really simple?
it's
Hey,
it's
guy.
one of those things where I I dropped Olympia Black, so that's what's probably like new now. That's probably something that
Okay.
you probably like seen, and that was a purpose. That was a teaser tape
Hmm.
because like I've been like I said I'm like a freestyler, so people know that I do music. Have been knowing I've been doing it for a very long time, so they're like,
Yeah.
when you gonna put something out? So usually I come with a strategy. Like I
Mm.
think like okay, like I'm gonna put this out. I might not put this out, and when I do certain songs, particular songs, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna drop this. I make music for the weather. Honestly, it's weird. This is my first time ever saying this. Like, I actually make music for the weather. So, like, if y'all out there listening and y'all do get a hold of my new stuff right now, it's for the weather. It's for the winter time. Most people in the house. It's almost like comfort food. You feel
Yeah.
me? Like, you eat certain foods in the wintertime and you eat certain things in the summertime. And I kind of look at my music the same way. Like, okay, I'm gonna make this for the wintertime. And Olympia Black is like one of those things where I was just like, all right, I'm gonna make something for this time. And then when the summertime comes, we'll start doing more hype stuff. So usually I do come with like a strategy before I drop. There's some songs where I gotta ask my team, and they might tell me straight up like, "Bro, you can't say that. You about to get us in trouble."
Mm.
Like you can't like it's fire, but you might not want to say that. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it does come to a point where I'm like, all right, I won't release this record, and then there's other times where they're like, yeah, you gotta drop this right now.
Mm.
So
Okay.
it really depends.
Turn you up a little bit. Just make sure if I can hear you.
All right, for sure, for
Oh
sure.
no, it's all love. That's Listen, I used to do a little music, but I was like freestyling everything. I don't like to write shit.
Not at all, not one bit.
I like to rap and then go back and listen to it and
Okay,
then fix it.
okay, yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So
that's a
you know what
strategy.
I'm
That's
saying?
good.
There's because I know that some people are really good, like really good with their pens. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Really good with their penmanship and their swords, and they really good with putting that pen on the paper,
For
but
sure.
they're not necessarily good at actually performing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's where I started meeting like a lot of like people that's like just writers and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So all right, okay. So if you could like be able to collaborate with anybody, like one of your favorite rappers, who would it be for you?
Ooh, I got a list of them, bro.
Well, give them to us.
I would work with Wiz for sure, Wiz Khalifa. I would work with Larry June. I would work with Currency, Big Sean, Payroll for sure.
Uh-huh.
Um, I actually rapped for Calico when he was out here.
Okay.
Yeah, that's family right there. I'm trying to think Lil Wayne, Andre 3000.
Uh-huh.
If he was alive, I would work with Bob Marley. Like that's always been a dream of mine. Since, like,
I don't mean to cut you off. What color do you think Bob Marley's parents are?
I want to say his father was white and his mother was black.
You the only person that outside of me that ever said that on the show.
Was I right?
Yeah, his dad is white. His dad is
Yeah, when I found that out, I was mind blown.
I went to his house in Kingston.
Straight.
Went to his house, smoked the best weed I've ever smoked in my life. Seriously, the best weed comes out of Jamaica. The weed here is trash. If you get it from this spot, no, nothing to nobody. It's just garbage. I just
No, I believe so because you in the homeland of the weed.
It's the purest form. It come come with the seeds and everything, but it's at its purest form. And it was a totally different type of body. But anyway, they had a picture up of his dad. They only had one picture of his father, and he was on a horse. How him and his mom died because his dad was a slave worker on the plantation.
Yep.
So he ended up, getting with his mom and stuff like that. Crazy though. They also tried to assassinate him. They got the bullet hole in his house where they actually tried to kill him.
Yeah.
They
Bob Marley's son, who they came up with an album like some years ago, maybe over 10, 15 years ago. They came out with an album, and I was like, I would do music like that, like where it's like half rap, half reggae, because I love that. That's actually what I listen to in my if I can't think of anything, and I get to like a point where I'm like, I got writer's block, or I don't feel like writing, I'll put that on and smoke, and that kind of helps generate like, all right, I find what I want to talk about, because like people don't even recognize it. Some people think it's just, oh, it's just stoner music, but no, it's more spiritual than anything. If you really listen to Bob Marley's music, like I have like few vinyls in my house of Bob Marley, like records, because I actually listen to old records.
You ain't got them in the cases, do you?
What do you mean, like the actual the case? Not my Bob Marley records. So I do have some records in the case.
Take them out of there.
Why is that?
That sleeve that they have inside of it.
Yeah.
Go on Amazon and get the clear vinyl sleeves. It's gonna protect that sleeve that they come in. When they made them back in the day, it was only to get them shipped out. Though they actually something in that when it connect with like the light and the dust, it actually damaged the vinyl.
Oh yeah, I gotta take that stuff.
Yeah. So
damn.
I had a homegirl back in the day. She actually had the 101 Jeezy album on vinyl. Crazy.
Classic album.
Crazy, right? And her pops was telling me like, yeah, don't. She put it back. He was like, no, we got the sleeves. And he was like, them cases tear it up. And he was like, they didn't know that back in the day when they was doing that. But he was showing me and everything like that.
So the actual sleeve inside.
So the actual sleeve that it come in,
right,
is another plastic case that they make for them. You put it protected in it, so you don't have to worry about worrying about it getting damaged and stuff like that.
Yeah,
it's this guy I follow on Instagram. I don't know his name, but I'll tell you when I find them again.
Oh yeah, for sure. I need that. I can't mess up my records.
You definitely. So if there's one thing that you could change about like the rap industry, what would that be?
I guess it would be if it's one thing I would change. That is a very you actually stuck me in my very first question because I'm kind of now I'm stuck. Now
Yeah.
you hit me with if it's one thing I could change. I guess it would be the frequency. And I mean, I don't mean like the frequency as far as a technical term. Like I mean like the frequency because you know how you listen to some like you said earlier, you was like, man, I'm off murder music for a while. That's a frequency. It's like when you listen to some songs, I would change the frequency where it could be more digestible, I guess. You know what I'm saying? I guess that's because you stuck me with that one, man. Like, there's a lot of things I guess I would change about the industry, like how you get in, because it's easy to get in, but it's a lot of garbage people, and that's no knock to nobody.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of people that's on that. I'm like, man, because even where I'm from, Mount Clemens, I know a bunch of dog ass rappers that I'm like, man, you supposed to be on.
It's definitely. I'm gonna hold you up. There's a lot of rappers in the city.
Yeah, and even in the city, man, it's a lot of rappers.
Like especially like out this way, just all over. I do feel like the game is heavily saturated. I don't feel like lyricism is the key anymore. It's more or less if you can go viral.
Yeah.
And if you got a catchy hook, and what I've been seeing now is if you got a chick that got an OnlyFans account, and she got 200,000-300,000 followers, and she play your music, that's the game now. You know what I'm saying? People, you know what I'm saying? Spotify and all those other apps and platforms would be cool, but if you got a catchy little gimmick or niche, you know what I'm saying? It can take off now, especially today. I do feel like it take away from actual rap. That's my biggest issue with, like, I like rap. Like I you know what I'm saying? Like I listen to Wu-Tang Clan. I listen to Rakim still, you know what I'm saying? Yes. So I like ODB, you know what I'm saying? Right. I like that. They had a message, you know what I'm saying, at that time. And I get it now, life is much different,
For sure.
It's much different from the guys that are rapping now, they struggles and they come ups and stuff like that. But my question for you is, so we live in a very heavily, I'm gonna call it toxic rap industry now.
Yes, very much so.
It's really heavy, and I'm not gonna say he's one of my favorite rappers, but I've been kind of listening to a conscious rapper's name D1.
Okay.
Yeah, very like heavy conscious. I mean, like real big people coming at his throat right now.
Okay.
What's something that you are influencing in your music to give like other listeners? What message are you trying to deliver to them? That is what I'm asking.
Okay, yeah. My message is to simply be unapologetically yourself in the music. Because like you said, like everything that's out now is more of a like, oh, I got to have a niche or I got to do this. And sometimes when people do that, they lose themselves within creating a character. So like, call your mama. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like you shaking all
tell
that
somebody
ass,
you love them.
and your mama gave you that,
right? Yeah, she the one who gave you the drugs. You know what I'm saying? So like, I just try to like keep balance in my music and let people know like that I'm also going through stuff too, because mental health is not talked about in our music anymore either. But I try to find a unique way to just like not talk about it like so in your face, but like have like little Easter eggs where I'm like, where when you think about it, you're like, dang, he is right. Like, I ain't checked my mental health in a minute, stuff like that.
I feel like it is one rapper that really talk about mental health a lot, but I feel like people too busy trying to clown him. It's Rod Wave. Like, I fuck with Rod Wave music. I just went to his concert. My big ass was right there on the floor, front row. I fuck with his music.
He fire, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Even with the whole, what he got going on, people like, oh, he's stealing music and shit like that. I did a little research on my own and found out the real. So,
right, for sure.
It's all bullshit.
Of course, it is in this industry.
Yeah, it's all bull. And what I found like now is everybody is worrying about who's copying who now. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And I feel like music is like a revolving door. Things are always gonna be, flip. If you're not like a musical genius, you know what I'm saying? I feel like you always inspired by something. So
Yeah.
like what inspires your music as far as when it comes to creating the type of
Okay.
music that you're putting out here?
I say my inspiration has it comes from like, and I don't want this to be a vague answer, but it's like everyday life. It can be the small things because
Mhm.
like when I'm not, I'm always doing music, but I'm a mailman in the daytime.
Okay.
Like just flat out, like that's what I am. So like, I have a lot of time to spend in silence or by myself. And when I listen to different things, you get to think about a lot. Like a lot of
Yeah.
people don't sit with themselves anymore. So when you sit with yourself, like
Fire.
you find out so much stuff about yourself when you actually sit with yourself. Like I want to say the longest I ever sat with myself in like a solitude situation was like 9 months. And within that 9 months, I found out the stuff I like, the stuff I hate about myself, and just combined it all in one. Like, all right, I don't like this about myself, but I'm gonna talk about it. Like I'm gonna talk
Yeah.
about what I don't like, and this and that's it can be risky too because I'm being vulnerable to the people that's now just getting a whiff of me, and then the people that already knew me that didn't know these things. So they're like, "Dang, I didn't even know you really thought like that. I didn't know these things was on your mind. I didn't know
Mm.
that you thought like that." So that is what gives me the inspiration, like to be like, okay, and it can be anything from like. A lot of people don't know Andre 3000 actually had a cartoon out. I know he just dropped
Mm.
that Flute album and people hating on him,
Yeah.
but he actually had a cartoon out where he was making music and
Mm.
it's stuff like that. It's like the real little things where I'm like, oh, I gotta make a song about this. Or it
Yeah.
might be a title, and I'll be like, all right, or just a situation or something I go through, and I'm like, yep, I gotta rap about it. Or me and you might be talking on a
Yeah.
personal level, and you might be like, dog, I've been going through this, and I might ask you like, you think I can write a song? Like I'm
Mm.
spitting it from my point of view, but I'm actually telling your story
Yeah.
for somebody out there that's going through the same thing you're going through and don't even know it. So like that's what gives me the inspiration to be like, all right,
Right.
I'm gonna
That's
put
a,
out something.
I feel that's a lot of what music is,
Yeah.
and a lot of people can relate. Music is people always have they talks about who's good and who's not, but art is very subjective.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you know, even what Picasso first drew, some people thought it was trash, and now it's worth hundreds of millions, billions of dollars.
Money.
And this man is long gone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's why art is always subjective. Especially like, my people know, my listeners know, I'm a big fucking Sexy Red fan. I don't
Love
listen.
you some sexy red.
I'm a huge Sexy Red fan, and the reason I'm a big Sexy Red fan is because she lives in her element.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying. Like I follow her on Instagram and shit like that. She live what the fuck she talk about,
Yeah.
but not necessarily in a bad light. But she does what she says, so I can accept somebody who's like, this is my life, this is what I'm doing. I'm not
Yup.
trying to say you should do it, but this is where I'm coming from.
Mm-hmm.
And
Right.
what is that like for your music? Like, is it a projection? Is this who you are? Is this a idea of your life? Is this where you want to be headed? Like, how could you wrap that up into some for like our listeners to understand?
Oh yeah, like most definitely. When you see me out, I like to. My music is very humble. It can get very ratchet. I can touch on things that people are not necessarily talking about, but that's
Mm.
who I am in real life. Like in real life, you sit and have a conversation with me, just like how me and you have, and like
Yeah,
this is me. Like even if the cameras wasn't on and everything, we was just having a general conversation. You'll be like, oh, this really is him. Like you
yeah,
said, some people create a character.
yeah,
I'm not that character. Like I'm black as hell. Y'all see me. I'm chocolate as shit, and I'm literally a Gemini. So
Mm.
it's like Black Gemini. Like, so it's unapologetically me. Like, this is who you get 24. I might be hype in other
yeah.
moments, but it's still me. I might be quiet in other moments, but it's still me. So, you know what I mean? Like, that's who I am. You guys see me out. Like, I'm gonna greet you up. Hey, real humble. Hey, what's going on? Da, 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 da. I don't try to come because a lot of us rappers be having that persona. Like, if you
Yeah.
don't touch me, I'm not like that. I'm like, all right, let me sit and have a conversation with you.
So,
Like, for real.
so is the Gemini thing true? Like y'all be having like two mindsets, like y'all really crazy?
Uh, yeah, yeah, so to speak. Yeah, like I wouldn't call it crazy because we got some of our greatest artists that you think Andre, Kendrick Lamar, Tupac. These are all Geminis. I want to say I don't know if Bob Marley is. I want to say he is,
Yeah.
but like I think Bob Marley is a Gemini. But like I wouldn't say a crazy side. I'd say just an unapologetic side. You got one side of us that can be just real in a sense, like proper, like
Uh-huh.
very PC, like where we like, all right, this is this. I'm like a general love. And then you got one where it's just like we don't care. Like we just gonna say whatever's on our mind, but we really mean it. That's the thing. Like
what just happened. There's too many people on. But we just gonna do it like this.
Black Gemini come in the building. That's what happens. They want to know the real. Servers get the tweaking.
There we go. Look at God. All right, all right, all right. Start count. No. So we're just gonna rock it out like this. Is all good.
Okay, cool.
So welcome back to the Hot 93.97 the network. We just, we had a couple little technical issues here on our end. We got Black Geminii here with us in the building. Hot 93.97 presents the We Outside show. It is 8:44. It's about the bottom of the hour on the day before Friday. Wherever you listen at in the world, wherever you're doing, appreciate you tapping into the show. Please download our app 93.97 network. Go to your Apple store, go to your Google Play Store, go download that app. What you can do is you can check out all our shows, the latest music in our used store. If you're an artist out there and you have music and you're looking to expand your music, we do help you publish your music on our store that we have here, and we do pay residuals. So if you want to do that, you can reach out to us at weoutsidetheshow@gmail.com, or you can reach out to myself or Princess. So we're just gonna get like right back into it. We just had like a couple of camera issues, and sometimes that happens. It's always like that. Stuff always happens. It's not a good day if stuff don't happen.
Right.
It is what it is.
Makes for a better story in the long run.
Yeah, and for me to sit down and edit a little bit later.
Oh, yeah, I know how that goes.
Yeah, so it happened like that from time to time. So
I know how it goes.
Yeah, so we're gonna put you back up here and get it back in. All right, there we go. It look a little fuzzy, but it's not. It's gonna produce on the other end.
Sure.
It's Thursday. That's all that means. It's just time. It's time for the weekend.
Man, time for the weekend.
Time for the weekend. So tomorrow we actually have El Nino's reunion. We Outside the Show actually be one of the featured podcast shows there. So El Nino podcast is a long-standing podcast. Shout out to Eladio. He started the El Nino podcast. He did 45 years in prison. He was able to come out of prison, reform his life, rechange his mindset, create this great platform. And now he's just doing great things with his life. So check him out. Like I said, he's on all platforms. El Nino podcast, really good guy, really dope stage. I've been a part of his podcast, and I can't wait to go back again. And I'll actually be on what's called the Crazy Therapist podcast. They have over 200 million listeners, 200 million viewers. Check them out. I'll actually be a guest on their show February 3rd. We're gonna get into a deep dive about this show, and then she's gonna pick my brain.
Okay,
that's what she do on her show.
Okay, yeah.
So
it sounds wild, crazy.
Yeah, it's a therapist. She pick your brain apart for you.
Okay,
so dope as hell. Dope as hell. For the people that's out there, it look a little fuzzy. It'll clear up in a second. Sometimes YouTube don't like us, and we have to follow YouTube's rules. So.
Oh yeah. YouTube is coming with them guidelines.
Yeah, they do. Man, so we was talking.
Mm-hmm.
We kind of got sidetracked with the camera. Well, I ain't gonna keep you all night, man. I just got a couple more questions for you.
For sure, man.
And so outside of that, who are your favorite like musical artists? Like, what do you listen to? What's on your phone?
Currently, I'm listening to 1942 Lil, which is a part of our gang. That's a little bro right there. I've been listening to. This West Coast bag, so I've been listening to a lot of Problem, Dom Kennedy, Jay Worthy, DJ Quick. So because my music bag is very versatile.
Okay.
So like I even got into like some oldies like old Teddy Pendergrass, some Al Green, just something. I switch it up every day. It really depends on my mood, for real. As far as artists in the city, like Peasy, I like Peasy stuff a lot. I know he was just on Larry June album.
Yep.
Payroll and Cardo, because like I love Cardo's production. I really do. Like it's just something about his production that gets me. And it could be because I first heard of Cardo listening to Wiz stuff, and then he just, he came and got one of our artists and started working with.
Okay.
So I was like, all right, he came to the city and got payroll. Like, so that's one of the, like, my dream producer to work with is Carlos. So I listen to stuff that's in that, like Caliber, Sledgerin, like cats like that.
What's
So,
the what's the management team that you have?
Eat good, drink good. It's more of like a conglomerate, like a family. We do parties, we do music. We it's like a lifestyle. Is what I would say. I would say eat good, drink good is like really like a lifestyle, like an exclusive lifestyle, and that can mean anything. Like eat good, drink good doesn't necessarily mean eat lamb chops and drink tequila all day. It's just kind of it means however you interpret it. Like for me, eat good, drink good might be eating a smoothie bowl and drinking water. To the next person, it might, like I said, be lamb chops and that. So like we're like an exclusive family unit, and we just hold each other responsible for the things that we do, and we just trying to show a positive, like show that we can be positive and still turn up at the same time. Facts. And stand on business at the same time. So like that's what I represent all the time. For sure, it's eating good and drinking good. But you got to work great. You got to work great in order to eat. You know what I'm saying? You don't work, you don't eat. So
I hear that a lot now. Like everybody, like standing on business, standing on business. What's that for you? What's standing on business for you?
Standing on business is really because it took a while for me to understand this for real. But it means like whatever I'm talking about, I got to walk about it too. You know what I mean? Because for example, like with the music thing, like it kind of hurt me in the past because I'll be like, oh, I'm about to drop this. Kind of like word of mouth. Like I'm about to drop this. I'm about to drop this.
Yeah.
And then time will go by, and I was pulling the Kanye, and then they were like, oh, well, nothing came of it, and that kind of hindered my career a little bit. But then one day I just kind of woke up, went through a couple of traumatic events, and then woke up one day and was like, you know what, I'm going to be serious and be intentional about everything that I do. And that's what standing on business means to me, is like be intentional in every action that you make. Sacrifice. You got to sacrifice time. You might sacrifice sleep. You might sacrifice a chick you was trying to holler at. You might sacrifice whatever. So it's like, it's times like last night I only got a few hours of sleep because I was up learning how to mix and master some of those songs I recorded. And that's standing on business, like being like, all right, I want to sleep, I'm tired as hell, but I also want to do this. You know what I'm saying? I also want to make this music. I want people to hear my voice. So standing on business means, shoot, you own business. You're not playing, but you being intentional about it. Because I feel like some people is just like, oh, I'm gonna act rowdy, and then they don't think about the consequences. You honestly have to think a few steps ahead when it comes to standing on business. These are the things that they don't say.
Oh no, for sure.
Just for sure. So.
I definitely feel like the term has been so overly used.
Yeah.
For almost anything. Like, people like, oh, stand on business, stand on business, stand on business. Like some people don't have no business to stand on. At all. And I think a lot of people are getting stand on business confused with standing on like morals.
Yeah.
Being ethical. You know what I'm saying? Just, like don't lie. Don't, don't steal. Just be a decent human being. I don't think none of that shit got to do with standing on business. More or less of like, it don't cost you shit to already be doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it don't cost you nothing to just be
and it's supposed to be, that's supposed to be about like, that's supposed to be who you are. Like you said, like ethics and stuff. Like it's some people that I like know or see, and I'm like, and they doing certain things like, oh, I did this, and it's like, nigga, you was supposed to do that. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like your mama raised you to do that. But like when it comes to business, it's doing something. I feel like the business part of standing on business is like taking care of something to better your future in the present. So you standing on stuff in the present to take care of your future and don't even really think about the past. Like you learn from it, so you can look at the past and be like, I've learned from this today, and this is what I know, and then I'm going to use what I learned from then now to better my situation years from now, weeks from now, whatever it is, whatever plan that you have. Like you got to think steps ahead. You got to be steps ahead with it. So move with intentions, people.
Definitely think you got to be steps ahead.
Yeah.
So currently right now it's like early as fuck in LA, but real quick though, I gotta shout out Aria. She just dropped another single. If you watched our show before, Aria, she's a R&B singer from LA. She dropped a great single called Brown Skin. It was playing on everything all over the airwaves. She just dropped another single, so check out Aria. She is like our hotspot artist that pops in every now and then. So tap in with her as well. Like I would love to network everybody together.
For sure.
Fire. Her management team reached out to me earlier this year, earlier January.
Okay.
And it was crazy just even trying to do that because they was on a different time. But we
Okay.
end up doing it, knocking it out. We just did it from here. She was on the other end of the computer. You know what I'm saying? But
That's fire.
you know what I'm
That's
saying?
and
We
I like to
still,
do that too. Like
yeah, we
link with
still
other
end up
artists.
getting it in. So definitely. So what's something that you could tell your younger self like about what like everything that you're doing right now? What's a conversation that you wish you could have had with your younger self, and what would that be? What would that sound like exactly?
We can swear on this show, right?
Yeah, yeah, you good, you
Okay.
good. We
Yeah.
not we not live on the radio right now. I can
Okay.
go back and I can edit out. It's all love.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, no, I would tell my younger self, sit your ass down, bro. Like, and focus on saving your money,
Mm.
and that everything else will come. Like, cause when you're young, especially, we don't have a guideline for this. Of course, we have parents and stuff that's like, oh, you want to do this and do that, but when you're young, you're like, man, I ain't trying to hear that shit. I'm trying to go out. Sign, because that's the biggest question that I get when people actually hear me live freestyle or they get a whiff of my music. They be like, "Why ain't you signed?" So I got that coming, and then 2024 we just have a plethora of projects, singles, more visuals. So we got a lot of things coming in 2024. I'm in the back. I don't want to give it all away, but we got a lot of stuff coming and just a lot of different music too. I'm hoping to work with more R&B artists, more alternative artists, just more artists in the city, just to create a wave, man. I want to network. I just want to create something new, maybe make a shift in the music. That's what I'm hoping for as an artist, to make a shift. Everybody comes in, like you said earlier, music is like a cycle. If we really look at it, like everybody looks back to the past to bring stuff to the future. Like, I think that was a Bruno Mars and Cardi B song. That was like the 90s, that you could kind of tell it had that 90s like esque feel to it. So I'm looking to do something to shift the culture so different that they like, I didn't see this coming. I don't even know what it is. I'm not saying I know what it is, but that's what I'm looking to do, is to shift the culture in a different way. So yeah, so y'all look out for me, man. I'm
Okay,
coming. I'm on the heels.
man, for sure, man. Thank you, man. Thank you. So it is 8:56 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, wherever you are in the world. It is currently 37 degrees here in the Metro Detroit area, metropolitan Detroit area. We got a lot of flights getting ready to come in. So if you guys are headed to the airport between now and Christmas, get ready for some good traffic. Some of the lowest flight costs that we have seen the last several years post pandemic. So you guys be careful getting out there to the airport over the next several days. There. I really, really do appreciate you coming in, man.
I
I
appreciate it,
love
man.
the energy from you, man. I love what you're doing. Sound like that you guys are on track to do more things, more music.
For sure.
Excited to see what the future does look like for you,
Thank you.
and I do wish you the best, invaders, on that. I mean, I know it's hard. You know what I'm saying? I know it's hard. Yeah,
Extremely.
you know what I'm saying? But you keep pushing, keep your foot on the gas pedal, don't
Yes, sir.
stop. It just I've been seeing a lot of people like shit, 2 Chainz and blow till he's damn near 42. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I always use that as great.
You know what I'm saying?
That is unique that you said that,
Yeah,
because I
you know what I'm saying?
always said that I was like, he was titty boy.
Yeah, for a
But
really long
yeah,
time.
for a really long
Really
time,
long
and then
time.
came out and reinvented himself, and he was already
Yeah.
his age. So I just keep pushing, man, and having fun with it. Like I said, it's I love to do it. I really ain't looking for the fame. I'm looking for the bag for sure,
Yeah.
but I'm just looking to get if I can just touch one person.
Yeah.
What I'm saying? I want it. I
That's where
want
it's
it
at, man.
60,000 or whatever. But if I could just change one person's life, or like 10, 5, whatever, like that's my focus, man.
Yeah.
I just want to be something different. You know what I'm saying? Help our kids, man. But the
Yeah.
youth out here,
And that's gonna pay, like, you know, you put that type of energy out to the world, that's gonna pay you back tenfold. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
You know, it's always more expensive to help people than it is to give money, and nobody will ever really understand that until you have to give something that won't cost you something financially.
Right. You're absolutely
So
right.
you know, definitely, man, keep pushing, keep stepping. Like I believe in all black people. I really do, man. I really believe that, like, we are the kings and queens that we meant to be on this earth,
Yeah, for
and I
sure.
believe, like, that we supposed to have the best of the best. And you know, it's gonna take us a little bit of time to get there, but we'll get there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people quit along the journey, but as long as you understood your journey, you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
I think, fuck it, things are gonna happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
But before you go, man, you know, I do appreciate you guys and the management team. And can you say the management team again, just so like people can
Oh,
know?
Eat Good, Drink Good. Y'all can follow us on Instagram at Eat Good, Drink Good.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. It's tagged on my page as well. So follow us there, man. Like, we got a lot of things going on. It's a lot of parties that's gonna be coming, a lot of events that's coming, man. And like I said, we just out here. We trying to change the world one day at a time. We got to change ourselves first. So that's our mission.
Facts. So where can people find you at? You got Instagram,
Oh,
Facebook,
yep.
Twitter.
Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter. It's all the same. Blaque Geminii, BlaqueGeminii. Again, that's BlaqueGeminii. And you can follow me everywhere: Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat. I'm everywhere. YouTube. Just look me up. Yep. For
Okay.
sure. For
And
sure.
we're gonna make sure we get like all your information stuff so we can, you know, tag you on
Of
everything.
course.
Cause here at the We Outside Show, bro, we just like to share love, like we kick with people. That's what we do. I definitely, like, you know, y'all are more than welcome to come back again. You know what I'm saying? Come kick it on the show. We do Tuesday shows. Um, Next Tuesday is our last interview for the year.
Okay.
Yeah, next Tuesday is our last interview of the year. Hold on, let me check that. Let me make sure that's right. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
definitely wanna come and kick it. Y'all like right in the backyard, so I
yeah.
definitely will
Yeah,
come and
so
be kicking it with
next
y'all.
Tuesday is our last interview of the year. We got Biz Just Chill coming in from the Ugly Money podcast on the Hot 93.97 network. So he'll be in. He'll be alive. He's tapping in with us. We're gonna go crazy because dog crazy as hell. He got a lot of crazy shit to talk about. Um, so I know he gonna come in. Energy dude crazy as fuck. Y'all get a chance, check out that podcast.
For sure.
It's totally different from ours, which is, you know, I like to pull people from other shows. We get
Got to.
we get to mix energy and stuff like that.
Group economics, man.
But before we go, man, I always like to leave people like on a positive note, or, you know, whatever it is. Do you got anything positive that you can leave? That you can leave with the people?
Yeah. Do what you can. Let God do what you can't, because at the end of the day, it's night.
Mm, that's real. Y'all know what I'm gonna say, fellas. Wear some motherfucking condoms in 2024.
Straight
Okay?
up. Straight
Y'all
up.
just, let's stop crying about child support. Stop crying about it burn when you pee, and just put a fucking condom on, man. I just can't stress enough, like, how high HIV is in Detroit right now. Like, and I know people be mad, but fuck it. Like, I care about us enough to be like, all right, bro, you can't raw dog every girl you see. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, and they making different stuff. They got the bearskin joints and everything. Just
man, just
strap up.
strap up.
Can't go shoot. You can't shoot the whole club up,
Strap
man.
up, man. Take care of yourself. Take care of the people that
For
love you.
sure.
Love yourself. Love God. Whatever God may look like for you.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, man. Let's just have peace, love, ordinance this weekend. Uh, After this, man, we got R&B Thursdays. Got Ace is hosting that over at Statham Nightlife. We're gonna have the Statham Baddies. We got Tone Tone. Um, it's just got a lot of good things happening with the club. I do appreciate you guys coming in.
Thank you for
I'm
having us,
getting ready to
man.
head over there, man. I'm having a little drinky drink.
So you don't know if they're cooking tonight. Last time I
I,
was in there, they had some wings. I don't
yeah,
know whoever had the wings was fire. I
the
don't
wings
even know
was
dog's
definitely
name. It
fire.
was fire, bro.
Yeah, I don't know if they having food or not tonight, but I'm about to go find out. I'm gonna go over there.
For
But
sure.
yeah, for sure, man. This is the Hot 93.97 presents the We Outside show. This is like shit, like for real, this the end. Y'all know what it is, man. So we'll check in with you guys next Tuesday. We're getting ready to wrap up this year. If you have ever been a guest on this show, ever been a guest on this show, I would like to host a special reunion show with all past guests. So if you've ever been on the show, I don't care if you was a guest host, interview, whatever, Come in. We gonna just have some good ass fun. Liquor on me, food on me. We just gonna come, hang, chill, just relax, kick back, and just have some good ass conversation.
We in there.
At the Speakeasy at Statham Nightlife. So if you've been on the show, come back. Bring your boyfriend, your girlfriend, wife, boyfriend, whatever you got. Just let them know we talk crazy as hell, and it's gonna be a good time. So wait on that date. That date will actually be out. Our next live show is at Legendary's Barber Lounge in Allen Park, Michigan. Our next live show after that is at Cirilla's Sex Store in Roseville, Michigan. So we'll have a poly couple in. We'll have a sex toy lady. We'll have some strippers come in. It's gonna be a good time, good conversation. And we're just gonna get into it, man. Those are some of the things we got coming up for 2024. But thank y'all from wherever you listen at to, from my heart to yours, from my family to yours. This is the Hot 93.97 show, and we are the We Outside show. Thank you guys. Good night, and good night, America.